Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out of the gun to give to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Moore. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Got a man. It's Moore. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Wants to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Picked off to stop the threat.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time on target.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fires to the big fella. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not... catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Branch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Crosses the 30. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Turns it on in midfield. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Manning. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they grab it in the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on it, but they'll give up the deuce.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Jukes his way for more. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the...
There he goes! Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Frazier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pulls it in, it's Branch. They'll stop him short, just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's dealt.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Line getting set on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Makes the grab, it's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gonna swing it on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were...
Breaks into the open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you could just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
And the Longhorns inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Got room at the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the chart.
Mm-hmm.